an explosion in your area. You see, that's another thing. If your father owns a house, the next thing is he wants to have shops, right? For those of us whose parents own houses, especially in this economy, the next thing is we'll ask all the tenants to start parking outside, and then we'll start building shops. I'm using an example in my own area. They've marked out. I was surprised when I saw 7 shops in that compound. They've just, so no tenant is parking inside. They've extended the shops from the entrance. And some of the people who will rent that shops are people who sell gas. If your parents or your people has or have someone who is selling gas in your compound, tell your dad to end that contract. Tell your parents to end that contract. I'm sorry, yes, it will affect someone, but it shouldn't be you. Why should it be your house? Why should it be your house? Okay? That's another thing you need to be aware of. Let's move on. Okay, move on. Move on. Now, what you need to do, now I'm talking to you. Just as I started when I was in GSS 1, I've started before, honestly. I went to 4 primary schools, and then 2 secondary schools, and then 2 higher institutions, only for me to still be teaching first aid. Okay. What you need to do is to be a peer educator. You know who a peer educator is? Who is a peer educator? Who is a peer educator? Yes, just say it. I can hear you. A person that educates. Okay, like I'm educating you now. Am I a peer educator to you? Or you didn't just complete it? Yes. Exactly. That's why I have come down to you. So I look like your peer. So you have to educate your own people. Now, I told you when I started first aid, right? Now, let me tell you when I started teaching first aid. I started teaching first aid when I was in GSS 2. And I will tell you why. So after attending 4 primary schools, Bellina, and then I went to Rose Cottage, and then I went to Kid Outhouse. In Kid Outhouse, I went to we went to the new block. I was part of them. And then I went to Fina, and then I went to Ajay Comprehensive High School. Ajay! Now let me tell you one. I don't know if it's in the history of the school. While I was in Ajay Comprehensive High School, if it's football, your school may win. If it's athletics, I know Wesley girls used to do well in athletics. If it's STEM, maybe Lagos City. But if it's first aid, don't bother participating because Ajay is going to win. Okay? I won everything. The only time I came third was also the one that was hosted in the school. Unfortunately, maybe because the teachers were staring at me. You know, they were just there. My principal was there, like, what is it? But every other one we came first while I was in Ajay. Okay. But when we were in school, I think you still do it. Is it where is this now? Club and Society or university? But we chose my own units when I was in school. We chose to do Tuesday. Everybody would do Wednesday. Red Cross was meeting on Tuesdays. We would meet on Tuesday. But what was done, the unit leader then will tell, the seniors usually sit at the back, the juniors will sit in front. Then it was a kind of regime, like, military, you can't even look up to your seniors. Everybody was like that. And then they will say, oh, Senior Fatima, next week you'll be teaching us management of bleeding. When next week comes, guess what? Senior Fatima will disappear. Bolaji, you are the one teaching us management of fracture. when the time for Bolaji to teach fracture comes, guess what? So I took it upon myself, and I will prepare, knowing that that senior will not come to the meeting because he or she didn't want to teach. And so I started teaching. And I've been teaching first aid for that long. Although now I'm in SS3, so it's just like 5 years. Okay? So be a safety advocate. Please go back to the slides. Be a safety advocate. Raise awareness. I have just given you an information that you don't need your cylinder in your kitchen. It might be hard for your parents to fulfill. It may be hard for them. That's the truth. It's not always easy. But you can always raise it. Anytime there's an opportunity, you can always tell them, we don't need this. Now, fuel is scarce. You now buy 50 liters of fuel and put it inside your house. Do you know what a jerry can is? What's a jerry can? I know. Jerry can is made of metal. Jerry can is a military-graded material that is used to store fuel. If you want to store fuel, you have to go and buy that can. It is heavy. It is 20 liters. When you fill it, it has a safe valve and it has a lock. That is how you store fuel in the house. You have to put it in jerry can, not that plastic keg. You know what happens when you buy, if you have ever done that, especially on bike, when you buy 10 liters, by the time you get home, the plastic would have hardened because pressure would have built up. It would have expanded, yes. Sometimes if you leave it alone, especially around hot area, it can open up. It will explode itself. That's the risk you take every single day. Okay? So start teaching your peers, start educating people, and what I will, as I round up on this part, what I would like to tell you is, please go next to the slides. Next. Okay. You need to start availing yourself of the opportunities in these areas. Regardless of your aspiration, I used to say that I teach the best subjects in the world. When it comes, whether you want to be a pilot, a soldier, an accountant, a politician, a time will come when you come across an emergency. And if you don't know what to do, it doesn't matter who you are. Emergency does not respect anybody. So this is the time you can learn how to respond to an emergency. Because I have that experience. As a matter of fact, I know people who even started from primary school and they are still doing first aid, safety. It's for everyone. It's great to be alive today. So I will switch to CPR. But before I switch to CPR, someone mentioned CPR is cardiopulmonary resuscitation, right? What you do when someone stops breathing. Who can give me just one thing that could stop someone's heart? Or one thing that could cause you to collapse? Say it. Shock. Shock. Oh, shock on my back. Heart attack. Asthma. Dehydration. That's good. That's a good one. Dehydration can make you faint, actually. Another thing that can make you faint is sitting for too long. Oh, I didn't say you should stand up. I am only teaching you. I'm only educating you. So we are going to move blood around your body. But listen to this instruction. My voice is good enough, right, to sing. The biggest artist in Nigeria does not have the kind of voice I have, but still the biggest artist. Okay. So I'm going to sing this song. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of... Okay, don't turn it to church. Someone is already going into the spirit. You want to clap. But this is what you do. For us here, we are still kind of clear on our gender. Male, female. Male. All you have to do is when you hear the word that starts with M all the male will stand up. What I'm saying is, when I say I will make, male, the male will stand up. Fishers, male will be seated, off, nothing. It has to start with it. So I will say, I will make you fishers of men. Aha, okay. Where's Patricia? Patricia, come forward. No, I will show you an example. Don't do it. I think Mr. Kazim can do this with Patricia. So just watch both of them. Patricia is a lifesaver. Patricia has performed CPR that saved someone's life from drowning. So a round of applause. But in my own case, I did the first training in 1997. I didn't have opportunity to perform CPR on 2015. I have performed 3 live CPRs, and they all died. Does it mean my okay, I won't say this. It's a dark joke, but let's. So just watch both of them. Let's see. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. Okay, so you get it now. So it's your turn. Let's see. I will start slowly, just 3 rounds. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. If you follow me. If you follow me, I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men if you follow me. I will make you fishers of men, fishers of men, fishers of men. Thank you. Okay. So, Patricia and Toby, please come on stage. Let's show you this quickly. 2 or 3 of you will try this. Let me move one to the center there. So when I call on someone, you'll be able to do it. No, take it there. Take it on the floor. You want to take? Why do you want to take that one? Just okay, do it. You come up. Okay, so let's do CPR. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation. When someone is not breathing, what are you supposed to do? CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It is not Yama, please remit. It is not casualty, please rest. It is cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's a technique to restart the heart. So I will focus only on CPR. It's just an awareness, but there's more to this. In an emergency, what you have to do first, the first thing you need to do is ensure safety. Ensure safety. Whose safety? Your own safety. If you are not safe, don't approach. If you are not safe, do not approach. Once safety is assured, you move close to the person, and then you try to get response. You call their names, you tap, You tap their shoulder. Mhm. Ah. Okay. If the person is not responding, the next thing you want to do is shout for help. Now, when you shout for help, assuming you don't have people around you, not shout. Nobody, except now we are just telling you. Did you know we attended to someone? No. Okay, maybe one person knows. But once you have someone around you, there's no need to shout for help. The idea of shouting for help is because you needed someone. When the person comes to you, you will give that person specific instructions, like call 112. Go to the principal's office and get the first aid box. When I was in school, I was popular. So they will say, go and call Dari. Specific instructions. While the person is on that mission, you open the airway of the casualty. To open the airway, you place a palm on the forehead and 2 fingers at the point of the jaw, and then you tilt the head slightly backwards, or you lift the jaw. The head will come to a natural stop. That is, you don't have to do too much, you will feel it. Once that is done, it helps to open the airway so that even when that person is unconscious, the person can breathe. But to ensure that the person is breathing or to check, you place your ear close to the nose of the casualty while the airway is open. While the airway is opened. While the airway is open. You listen to the sound of the breath. Feel the warm air. And then your eyes are gazed on the chest to see if the chest is rising and falling. Do not waste time on this. Because for every 1 minute you fail to start CPR, which is to start compressing the chest, for every 60 seconds, you waste time. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 10. Okay. It is funny until you see someone dying. You do chest compressions, and then you alternate it with what is called rescue breaths. To perform rescue breaths, you open the airway, just as I've explained. You pinch the nose closed. You open the mouth slightly, and then you check inside the mouth if you can find any object. Open your mouth wide over the person's mouth and breathe in. You do that twice. You give 2 rescue breaths. 30 chest compressions, 2 rescue breaths. 2 rescue breaths. 30 chest compressions, 30 chest compressions, 2 rescue breaths. And that is what you call CP. 1, if you choose not to do your mouth to mouth, why would you not do mouth to mouth? Why? Is there any reason? Only CPR or hands only CPR. Continue oxygen to the brain. The reason you give what is called rescue that person, that means that if you are not doing your mouth to mouth, oxygen will deplete over time. Okay? Do we understand that? So you just do your mouth to mouth, your chest compression, you continue. Thank you. Is there a stair there? There's no stairs. Oh, okay. I thought it was a 2-way stair. Don't worry, you can go there. Someone should take that one.